Probably the video of Emily Coberly doing a parallel and then like dropping it and hitting herself on the head.
All the H&R stories that they would tell us, because I swear there'd be a new one every week and they would just be so entertaining to listen to.
During Fiddler, the ensemble backstage, we were in the band room. We turned off all the lights and we started playing loud music.
Freshman year village practice, the all-day rehearsal we had with our senior at the time.
Last summer, a bunch of us seniors got together, and I just remember Allie Files using a bunch of like pots as like the
recital of 2017. After the drumline, I performed the piece. We all went out back to the courtyard stadium wall ball. And someone decided to throw the ball at the garage door during the recital. And after that, we all ran out of the courtyard, freaked out.
On the band bus back home from any show, any football game or whatever, like me and the percussion guys and girls out back, we just had so much fun on the way home. Yeah, we were too loud most of the time.
All of a sudden, the mallet head fell off in the middle of the song. So then I literally had to go to the floor, put it back on, and then keep playing.
So I had Molly Wiles take a video of me doing choreography for Village. She was about to start recording and I went to take off my shoes for it. And I was just gonna kind of kick them. And when I kicked it, it barely touched the top of her head. Like it went right over and it hit the back of the mirror and the mirror went brrr.
Katie was playing the mayor when both our mayors were at a swim.
It was at this past year's Village when we were doing Princess and the Frog medley. And you know, sometimes we gotta sway a little bit, but it's that very slow sway, like you really need your balance in order to stay up. Katie Gregoire and I, she went to sway onto me and she almost like ate it in the middle of a Village performance, and so like she almost fell onto me. I got her, but we had to keep swaying, but it was such a serious moment, and Age and Richardson were right in front of us that were literally singing, and we were like
It's probably the baseball bats that Color Guard used.
The hats that I got to wear from Music Man, because
my favorite prop is my suitcase that I bought for Fiddler sophomore year. I used it in Mamma Mia junior year, and I was preparing to use for Music Man, which didn't happen.
Probably the light up necklace from Spaced Out.
Probably freshman year when we had those glow up balls as meteorites.
And the NASA caps that we wore for my first marching season.
The bandanas sophomore year, or the sunglasses from this year.
The bandana for Go West.
Okay, I have a love-hate relationship with the tree. It looks so cool and it's like, it's amazing. It's like, wow.
I think my favorite prop would have to be the stars that we spun during Firestorm freshman year, because every time I spun mine, it got caught.
the arms and legs that God gave me, you know. Oh God, okay.
Definitely marching band. I really like both, but probably Village, probably spring concert.
Marching band for concert season. The play, definitely. Definitely spring concert. I love that concert a lot.
Is Village season just because it's the best mix of everything that we
This is
do.
marching band season, and I really like Village too.
Marching every time.
Marching season over everything. I think that's going to be the main thing that I miss out of all of high school, because I love marching season so much.
It'd be a very controversial topic, but I'd have to say our marching, play, and Seacoast. And this is because I feel like this is when all of our like team building, like friendship building happens.
Really, color guard wise, if you say that concert season is better, you're absolutely lying to yourself. 100% absolutely lying to yourself. Marching season is go, 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 and it's great. It's great. Marching season. And here's my deal, okay? I always had fun doing both. I had a great time. But play season, everyone gets sick. I would get sick in January when it started. I would get sick near February vacation. I would get sick right before the show, and then I would get sick right after the show, right before my ozone. I was in the play this year. I haven't gotten sick once since this year started. Blame it on the musical. So, just throwing that out there.
In Music Man this year, when I'd be like fake talking to a couple people on stage, we would just say peas and carrots over and over again.
In Music Man, when all the Piccolo ladies would like gossip in the back before our scene.
Ben Lane forgot his line and he improvised something in there. I can't remember what it was, but it was the most funniest thing ever.
The dads on stage from Mamma Mia in scene 3 when they're like, just panic when Donna walks out, just panic, and we panicked.
For Fiddler on the Roof, I was given the part of playing the cymbals during the dream scene. One night I forgot to get down there earlier than the rest of the ensemble, so I kind of had to just sway my way in there.
Dancing in the back, looking over at Spencer and Micah and making really goofy faces.
Running down the aisles in Mamma Mia after Dancing Queen, I think. I just really remember enjoyed it. Like, I maybe turning my head at one moment or something other, doing something, but I know it was an improv.
Have to go back to Beauty and the Beast freshman year when Cogsworth lost his mustache and they just acted like nothing happened.
Probably freshman year when Adrian was Nemo and she couldn't talk or sing and she had to go to the front and sing her little like Nemo song in the front.
Probably freshman year, me and Taylor went on Expedition Everest like 6 times in a row because the line was so short.
I have to be singing at Disney Springs because that was the coolest thing I've ever done.
And we just started playing baseball in the room with a belt and a K-cup, and we hit that thing hard. We used to hit it like 70 times, and then it broke. So we get it all into a pile, and we're getting ready to pick it up, and we're just standing around looking at it, and we're like, what are the odds one of you lick this right now?
My favorite Disney memory is having my family there to watch me march down Main Street.
I was waiting in line for the Avatar ride. I was with Zach and JJ, and we were just talking to different people online.
Eating all the foods with Natalie. We went around and ate a lot.
When I rode Mount Everest 9 times in a row, trying to prove to people that's nothing, and try every single way that you could possibly ride it, safely.
Probably just going to Disney for the first time, honestly, and like experiencing it and being a part of the magic.
I know it sounds cliche, but whenever I think of Disney now, I always think of marching down Main Street with the band and doing my color guard, like with all my friends. It was so good, and I'm never gonna forget that.
My most memorable Disney moment happened my freshman year when we waited in line for Test Track for like a half an hour, and we got to the portion where like the seatbelt check happened, and our ride jolted before we got there. And then someone comes over the intercom and they go, wait in your seat because the ride shut down and someone needs to come get you. Then someone comes over the intercom again and goes, we can see you, stop crossing the track because if the ride turns on, like it can kill you. So that was a very memorable moment from my Disney experience.
But the last Disney trip that we had, my junior year, I was in a room with Molly Dunning, Liv Parento, and Adrian Hebert. So this one morning, it was like 6:30 a.m. and Adrian was already up. She was fully dressed. She had her hair done, her makeup done, everything at like 6:30. And she's standing there. Liv and I were in the same bed, so we're laying in bed, like PJs on, like haven't showered yet, like just like comatose glazed over. And she's standing there doing this full out like tap dance routine. And I have never been, there's a video of us, I have never been more genuinely baffled in my entire life than seeing Adrian at 6:30 in the morning perform and sing along to a entire jazz dance routine. That's what I woke up to, and it was awful. Also, my freshman year when I went, our toilet broke, and I'll just leave it at that.
play is Mamma Mia.
Is the freshman Dover marching show. I just standing there at attention, just in front of everybody. It was kind of cold and kind of wet. It's just surreal. It'll stick with me probably forever.
My favorite play was Fiddler on the Roof. My favorite village was either this year's Village or freshman year's Village. And my favorite band show was Spaced Out.
Probably Go West, Young Man.
Probably this year, I think. I mean, everyone says Spaced Out, but I really think that this year was my favorite.
Go West. And I love Spaced Out too. I love Spaced Out.
The most memorable performance for me was probably This Is Me. We did it my first year, which was my sophomore year. It was a chorus song, so the chorus was singing while we were dancing on the stage, and then at the end everybody started dancing and singing together, and there was a little senior moment where all the seniors went down the aisle, and oh my goodness, it was just, I love it.
Probably a Dover band show this year. I was right in the front and I hit myself in the head with a rifle and I had a big bruise after.
So the first day of school on freshman year, an upperclassman asked me if I was an outdoor soprano. And I came from SCS, and we didn't really have chorus, so I had no clue what that meant. And I just looked at them and I was like, what are you talking about?
Almost getting my marching band pants stolen from me and fighting for them. That's not embarrassing, but the fact someone tried stealing band pants.
Freshman year, I was on the tip of one of the charts, and Mr. Goodwin didn't know my name at the time, and he was standing on the top of the bleachers, and he was like, "You," and he didn't. It was embarrassing to me.
But I just remember facing forward, my trumpet facing forward too, and H just comes up and takes my trumpet and just slides it over to the drum major. That was also when I thought H was very scary, so not only was I embarrassed, but I was really freaked out.
I have a lot, so it's hard. I think is during the Portsmouth parade one year, I didn't see a pothole and I kind of tripped and almost fell.
Be when I slipped off stage freshman year. The stage was pretty slippery from the rain, and I wasn't aware of a little bit of a wet spot on the edge of the stage, and I slipped and fell butt first into the pit 2 feet next to Richardson, 2 feet away from her, and you should have seen her eyes.
One time freshman year, I rolled backwards while marching with my instrument on.
And if you're in color guard and you're a senior, you know what I mean. When we did the drop, double, and then the flourish, the really, really fast flourishes, and the drops and the doubles, I dropped my flag in a drop, which is the easiest move, and everybody knows that. And right as I did that, and all those kids went, ooh.
Disney my junior year. I'd never done a parade as a drum major in Disney, obviously. So I just tripped over this person's leg and I fell, and this lady in the crowd caught me.
So we're covered in black paint, and we had this really quick change between that song and the next chorus song. All of a sudden, I'm the only one that's left backstage. Everyone else is out there, right? It's dead silent, and someone if I had to jump in late to the next chorus song, it would have been fine, but someone was like, wait, Molly's not out here. So H paused and she waited for me to get out, and so she's calling my name, right? So I'm like, well, okay, I gotta go out now. So I stumble out, my dress is half unzipped, I'm not tied up, I'm covered, sticking in paint. And so I stumble out and I run out to my spot, and of course everyone's watching, and he just goes, "Molly Wiles," and I was like, yeah, and then we started the next song nothing just happened.
It's probably the one where we dabbed, because everybody thought it was funny, and so did I.
When we were dabbing, we made sounds, and we were like, ah. I don't know, it felt like we were just all together.
And Spaced Out.
Yeah, dance break. But that moment when we dabbed in my shot, like the crowd was so wild. And just thinking about doing that now, like if we dabbed in a song now, we'd probably get booed off the stage. But in that moment, for some reason, we just hit a dab so hard and the crowd loved it. And I will never truly understand why, but yeah, it was a good moment.
In freshman year, when the color guard did a dance to, I think it was like Sticks and Stones or something. It was a really moving dance.
My favorite dance would have to be My Shot.
Read those to life. That would always be my favorite because it's just all of us.
Bottle dancing for Fiddle on the Roof.
Was either doing Cotton Eye Joe for Go West or Rather Be, because yeah, that was really fun and high energy. So
To be My Shot, also from freshman year.
Probably My Shot.
Abigail Wanzowski, who was the color guard dance captain at the time, did this beautiful contemporary piece where she got this recording of like, it was like a song, and then she put our voices, like our actual voices in the song, and I love that dance. Also, I know she didn't get to do it, but Adrian's choreography for Bruises that was supposed to be this year's contemporary dance.
Actually, I think my favorite dance overall happened this year. My favorite dance was in the Princess and the Frog medley. It was just so fun and well put together. And
my favorite chorus dance, honestly, I really like the Princess and the Frog this year. Like, I had so much fun with that. Like, I just got down, you know? You know what I mean?
Well, the music department has helped me become really comfortable on stage and around people, and it's helped me know what it's like to have a big family in high school.
The music department has made me so much more confident in myself and in my singing, and I was so lucky to have met the most amazing people and just formed the most special friendships that I know will last forever.
I remember coming in as this really scared freshman, didn't know anything, didn't think I really fit in or belonged, and then I met people and became friends with some people, and not until I got into color guard sophomore year that I actually gained a lot of like close friends. The music department has definitely changed my life for the better, and I feel like if I hadn't been a part of it, I would be a completely different person going down a completely different path right now. But I'm really happy that I got to be a part of such a beautiful community of people. And so I just want to say thank you.
It just really helped me be a more open person to do stuff like this and like record this video and just talk. Like I wouldn't, like going in freshman year, I was convinced I was going to hate music. I wasn't going to do it after that. I was like, this is stupid. I'm just signing up for my friends. I'll be gone by the end of the year. That didn't work out, obviously. I stuck around and I tried new things. I made friends. I went through hardships that pushed me to just do things as a person, to push myself, to push my boundaries is what I'm comfortable with doing, to the point where I have lifelong friends that I will never probably would have met if it weren't for the department. And with that comes obviously the directors that did that for me. I don't know where I'd be. And that's the tough part, you know? But I'm glad that I've had this with me for the last 4 years to persevere and come to who I am now.
And the department has helped me a lot throughout high school, and it's given me the best friends that I could ever ask for, and I don't know if I would have made it through high school without it, so.
I'd say it's definitely given me a place to just let go, like, of all my other worries except for what I'm doing right in band. And it's definitely given me confidence that I wouldn't have had before. Like, I was very anxious, and it just, I don't know, it gave me a way to be more confident in myself and my peers. Like, I had to rely on my peers, and that was definitely a cool way to do it.
It changed me. The music department has definitely made me more mature, more understanding of what responsibility and having fun can be and how to apply them together. It has also developed my musicianship so that I feel ready to move on to college and take that with me. It's also built some really good friendships.
The music department has really changed me a lot. I would say that I have a lot better time management skills than I did freshman year. But also it's changed me as a person. Like, I've met some really amazing people, and they have been my best friends and my family throughout these 4 years.
It's helped me explore a new world that I never thought was possible. Like, I never considered joining band before joining sophomore year after I was asked. I was like, oh, that band, that's another thing. It's just a lot of fun being in the music department. And it goes by so fast, and if I wasn't in it, I'd be probably a different person. It just helped me grow, and I'd like to thank you guys, the directors, for being awesome and helping us get through all this, and for pushing us to where we would never thought we would be. So, thanks.
The music department has changed me, not only emotionally, but as a person. When I walked into the music department freshman year, first day, I was a scared, lonely little freshman, no friends, no one, and I was insecure, and I didn't have any confidence. Now that I'm walking out senior year, a grown young man on the outside, inside I'm still a child, I've learned to develop courage, as the Cowardly Lion says, and that's all thanks to H&R and Goodwin, and a little bit of the other Goodwin too, plus JR, helping me along the way realize who I actually am.
Not just, like, they gave me a family and a community, but just, like, taught me how to function as, like, a human around other humans, and gave me, like, a support system.
The music department has taught me to pick yourself back up and to not, if something goes wrong, don't dwell about it, and to work with what you have.
When I first started in the music department, I had siblings here, and I never really thought that I could do anything without them, and I was really nervous for when they left. But this department has shown me that I can be myself, and I don't have to be anyone else because of who my family is. Like, I don't have to be my family. And I also learned that no dream is too big or too small. If you want something, this department gives you opportunities to go for it. And that's the advice I always give when people ask. Go for anything you want. Just try. There's no harm in trying, and the department has taught me that.
From freshman year to now, I'm a very different person. I, not to, like, toot my own horn or anything, but I did win most change since freshman year for a senior superlative, so, like, it's no big deal or anything, but I'm just letting you know. But anyways, so I have definitely become so much more confident in myself, been more confident with the people that I'm around. I've been very lucky to have had good people in my life all 4 years, although those people have changed, obviously, as people graduate and stuff, but I've been very lucky to have good people on my side all these years, which has helped me become more myself so much easier because of the people that I've met in the music department and the people that have helped me through a lot of things. So definitely, I mean, I've changed so much, you know? I mean, I've had like 6 different haircuts, and, you know, I've dressed all different sorts of ways, and I've done so many different things, and it's all because of what this department has given to me, so I'm really grateful for that, definitely.